Oh my god!
Scott and Jake. Hey, Dad, when are you gonna be home? I'm gonna be home by tomorrow evening, I think. Why? Is everything alright? Yeah, I guess. Buddy, you can tell me if something's wrong. Tell me what's up. It's Mom. I don't know why, but she's been extra severe ever since you left. She's refusing to talk to me or even look at me and pretends like she can't hear me when I try to speak to her. What the heck? I mean, yeah, we've never really gotten along, but this is something new. I don't understand what's happening here. It's totally weird. Yeah, damn right it is. I don't understand what's up with that sort of behavior either. Did something happen to her? Something at work, maybe. I don't know. She doesn't speak to me anymore, remember? Last night, she didn't even give me any dinner. I had to heat up some old pasta, and I don't even know how long it had been in the fridge before that. Man, I don't even know what to say to that. I'm really sorry, Jake. This is all my fault. Your fault? How is this your fault? Well, I always knew your mother, and you had a strange relationship, and I always just overlooked it, believing that it would all sort itself out someday. But I guess that didn't happen, and things just got progressively worse, and now, well, now we're here. It's just sad. There's not much you could do about any of this, Dad, and you've always tried to maintain the peace between me and Mom. Every time she would get unreasonably mad at me, which was pretty often, you were the one who would always try to calm her down and talk to her. I don't blame you for this, Dad. I guess this was a long time coming anyway. Man, see, you're just 16. You shouldn't have had to grow up so quickly. And this is just sad. What you just said. I don't even know how to console you right now. This is just upsetting. But don't you worry. I'm gonna talk to her today itself and make sure things are sorted out. You really don't have to do that, Dad. It's all right. I just wanted to ask you if you had any idea why Mom was being so weird, but it's okay. You don't need to talk to her. That's just gonna make her more mad, and I don't need that right now. I'm good. Well, that's fine, and don't worry about dinner. I'm gonna send you some money so you can order some takeout for yourself, okay? Okay, Dad. And well, thank you. What for? Just being a good dad. God knows I need one. I'm sorry things are always tense between you and Mom because of me. Never blame yourself, kiddo. Never ever, okay? I love you, kid. Always remember that. I will, Dad. Bye. Scott and Sally. Hey, you're coming home tomorrow? Yeah. Cool. Your son is driving me up the wall. He keeps trying to talk to me, and it's getting on my very last nerve. I might just go out and never come back. Okay, what? Yeah, he keeps trying to talk to me, and it's just really annoying. I can't deal with this anymore, so I just stopped responding, and now he's trying to talk to me even more, which is even more annoying. I don't understand this. What don't you understand? Your behavior towards our son, Sally. Whoa, easy there, sweetie. What? Our son? Really? Since when is Jake our son, Scott? Since always, Sally. Don't you dare say anything about it. Oh, please. I think it's about time we discussed it. I've spent 16 years of my life pretending that this wasn't a big deal, but it is. I hate that kid. I hate him so damn much. Pretending that it wasn't a big deal? Really? Please don't make me laugh. You have never pretended that way. You have always made it a point to make it known that you hate our son, and trust me, I know it. He knows it. Everyone knows it. Good then. I can finally stop acting like he's our son, because he's not. He might be your son, but he certainly isn't mine, and we both know it. That brat is adopted, and he's not my flesh and blood. He never will be. So you finally said it, didn't you? You finally said it. This was why you hated him all along, didn't you? Because he's adopted. Yes, that is exactly the reason why I hate him. Do you understand? I hate him. Well, you can hate him all you want, but you should know that he's always going to be my son. I don't give a damn about what you think of him. I always tried to keep the peace between you and him just so that your hatred doesn't tear our family apart, but I'm done now. I'm absolutely done trying. Clearly, you're never going to accept him, and that's a bitter truth that I'm just going to have to swallow. I get it. Yeah, you are. And you know what? You're gonna have to make your choice now. I'm done trying to pretend like he's part of my family and my life because he most certainly is not and never will be. I hate that kid and always will. Do you get it? You have to choose now. You have to choose between me and Jake. Him. I always choose my son. Always. Do you understand that? Go to hell, Sally. Fine then. You've dug your grave. Be prepared for what comes next now. What? What's that supposed to mean? Scott and Jake. Dad, did you happen to speak to Mom? Yeah, we sort of got into a fight. Why? What's wrong? I've been trying her phone for the last half an hour, but there's no answer. Is everything okay? Nope. I came home from soccer practice, and when I tried to enter, the door was locked. In fact, all the doors were locked, so I kept ringing the bell, but she just said that only her real kids will be allowed to enter and told me to go away. I tried reasoning with her, but she totally ignored me. I'm waiting at a Wendy's right now. Man, what the heck? This is insanity. I don't know what's gotten into this woman all of a sudden. This is just plain rubbish. Dad, we need to talk. We need to talk about what Mom said today. What did she say? You know, I just told you. What did she mean when she said that only her real kids will be allowed to enter? What's that supposed to mean? It means nothing. She was just mad, Jake. Don't think much of it. Know how Sally gets when she's pissed off. I wouldn't worry about it, okay? But I'm worried about it, Dad. What was that supposed to mean? I want to know what she meant by that. Trust me, kiddo. It meant nothing at all. Sounded like it meant something. She sounded particularly snide when she said it. What did it mean, Dad? Nothing. I'm not her son, am I? You're our son. Come on, Dad. Might as well tell me the truth now. I'm 16. I think I can handle it. She's not my birth mother, is she? I'm sorry, Jake. Don't be. I sort of always knew it. She never showed me any maternal love and always seemed to hate being referred to as my mother. She barely even acknowledged me as her son ever, so I sort of had a hint. I'm just glad that today I know for sure. I never meant for you to find out like this, Jake. I'm truly sorry. The truth is, you're not my biological son. You're my brother's son. He and your mom passed away in a car accident, and I decided to adopt you, and Sally knew about all of this before she married me. It's just that, over the years, she got really bitter because she slowly came to realize that she was never going to be able to be a mother, and that somehow made her hate you because you weren't her biological son. It's all really complicated, but I'm really sorry that you're having to go through any of this when you didn't even know what you ever did to deserve it. I'm sorry, Jake. That's all right. I mean, this is just something really heavy and world-altering to learn in a Wendy's with kids screeching all around me, but I guess it's time I heard the truth for myself. I'm really glad, though, for one thing. What is it? I'm glad that Sally isn't my mother. I would hate to know that my real mother could hate me so much. It probably makes things easier for me. I'm sorry I never told you this, son. I don't know. I guess I wanted to protect you from the world. I wanted you to never question our relationship, but I was selfish too. I stayed married to this woman for so long, in spite of knowing how much she was hurting someone I'd sworn to protect. I guess I always believed that she would change, but she didn't. Dad, it's okay. Like I already said, no matter what happens, nothing will change the fact that you're my father. You were, are, and always will be my dad, and I get what you were trying to do, I do. But I guess you can't always protect the ones that you love from everything. I guess you can't. I'm really proud to call you my son, you know. You're really one of the brightest and smartest kids. Thanks, Dad. Okay, enough sentimental talk. I'm gonna need you to go to this address that I'm gonna send you right now. Go there and tell them that you're my son. You can stay the night there, and don't worry about anything, alright? I'm gonna come home tomorrow and sort everything out, okay? Okay, I trust you. Good. I'm gonna send you some money again. That should take care of any emergencies that you might have. I'll see you soon. Bye. Scott and Neil. Hey man, I need you to do me a favor. 2 favors, actually. Hey buddy, what's up? Everything's okay? Not really. Sally kicked Jake out today after we got into a fight, and I'm out of town right now, so he needs a place to stay. I sent him your address. You think you can help me out here? Holy crap. Yeah, man, of course. That's awful, I mean. I knew she didn't like him because of the whole, well, you know why, but this is crazy. What the heck? Dude, you need to get out of this marriage. Yeah, coming to that, I need your wife's help. She's a lawyer, right? Yeah, she is. I'll put her in touch with you right away. Don't worry about it. She's in a meeting right now, but I'll talk to her ASAP. We've got you. Okay, brilliant. Thank you so much, man. I owe you big time, seriously. Please, this is the least we could do for you. We love you and Jake, man, and I'm glad you're finally getting out of this awfully toxic marriage. Me too, man. Me too. Scott and Sally. He's not coming back here. He's not coming back to my house ever again. Do you get it? The lease is under my name, so not really. And don't worry, you're gonna be out of the house in a few days anyway. What's that supposed to mean? You'll find out soon enough, darling. Scott, I'm not playing around right now. Tell me what the hell is happening. What the heck did you mean by that? I meant I'm leaving you. Our marriage is over. As a matter of fact, our marriage has been over for a really long time, but it just took me a really long time to realize it. No worries, though. I know now that it's over for a fact. What the heck? What do you mean? I'm filing for divorce, so you had better start looking for a place to stay. You can't. You're not serious, right? I am dead serious. I can't believe you kicked Jake out because you didn't like the fact that he was adopted. I mean, for God's sake, Sally. You knew about everything before you married me. Why did you do this? So what if I knew? That doesn't magically make everything okay. It doesn't. But if it wasn't okay, then you never should have married me and told me that you didn't want to be with me instead of taking it all out on a poor innocent kid. That was before I knew that we could never have a child of our own. That's not my fault, damn it. And it's not anyone's fault. I offered to try everything from surrogacy to adoption. But it was you who didn't want that. What does Jake have to do with any of it? Why did you punish him for so long? Because you couldn't conceive. Why him? Why me, Sally? Why the hell did you do all of this? Because that kid is a bloody curse. Nobody who is with him can ever have good luck, and you, of all people, should have known that right from the beginning. But no, you were too blind to see the reality. Either too blind or maybe you just are that stupid. What? Are you crazy? What the hell is that even supposed to mean? What are you saying? Oh, please. Your brother and sister-in-law died after he was born. I turned out to be infertile. Our life has been nothing but a hellish nightmare, and it's all because of that boy. I don't care if you believe it or not, but that's the truth, and I can't believe that you're going to divorce me because of him. Wow, you really have lost your damn mind. I don't care what you think, but our life sucks because of you and your hatred. Maybe if you were more of a decent person, you would be able to be happier. But never mind that anymore. I'm not even going to dignify this conversation anymore. You have crossed all limits today, and I can take it anymore. Won't take it anymore. We're done here, Sally. We're done. It's over. Goodbye. Finally, I made sure to check up on Jake periodically throughout that night and the next morning, making sure that he was alright since it had been a pretty strenuous day for the poor kid. As soon as I came back to the city, I went straight to my friend Kyle's house where Jake had been staying. I knew that Sally had been relentlessly calling and messaging me, but I had muted all her notifications because the well-being of my son was the only thing that mattered to me at that moment. As soon as I saw him, we hugged for a really long time, and it was enough for me. I was just relieved that he forgave me for everything that I'd unwittingly put him through so far. I also sat down and spoke to Kyle's wife and let her know everything that had happened so that she could draw up appropriate divorce papers as soon as possible. In the meantime, Jake and I had decided to move into a nearby hotel so that we wouldn't have to see or meet Sally until I could serve her the papers. But thankfully, Kyle and his wife were both insistent that we stay with them for as long as we need to until this whole mess is sorted out. A day later, We went back to our house and saw that it was a complete mess. Sally had made sure that she'd ruined all our furniture and wallpaper and hadn't even spared our books and other belongings. She didn't seem surprised in the least when I handed her the divorce papers and merely shrugged it off. She'd already packed her stuff up and was ready to leave. It was going to cost a lot of money, but I was determined to restore our house to how it used to be and not let Sally ruin this beautiful place for us. We've been separated for a while, and even though there's been no talk of alimony and stuff, she still managed to scar me for life with what she did just because she hated Jake. Thankfully, Jake is doing much better now in all aspects of his life. He seems way happier and free now and isn't constantly walking on eggshells in the house, which is certainly something I'm really grateful for. We're also going to therapy together, but mostly me, just to work out my feelings about my divorce and how I feel about everything at the moment. I still do find myself missing her sometimes, but I know for a fact that both Jake and I are better off without her, and that's the truth of the matter. We're planning a father-son vacation in a few weeks, and we're really looking forward to it too.